What is going on, YouTubers? Today's video, I want to show you how you become MVP in Gears of War 4. And I know there's some people out there that wish to get MVP medals a lot, or just want to become first place so many times. Now, I hope I could provide some information, but in this video, guys, instead of me editing the video, I'm only gonna edit just a little bit and show you most of the gameplay I've been playing to show you how to become MVP. So I hope I can show you guys very well how I really get MVP medals a lot. As you guys can see, I am playing Rank Match Warzone, and I'm going to show you how I really take advantage of this map a lot. And taking advantage of maps that you're familiar with, it's a great way to start off. So it helps you understand more what to do in situations, and it wrecks you on more kills, and it basically helps you what you want to do in the map. For example, you do want to run up to torque bow or sniper rifle or bow talk or grenades, and how do you approach your enemies with those weapons? And any given time using those weapons, you could score a lot of multi-kills. Guys, you gotta remember that each down you get, it's 175. But there's many ways to get more points than just shotgunning people down. Lancering and using hammer burst a lot could definitely down people much faster, and not only that, it'll increase your chance of points to become MVP. MVP doesn't really mean that you could just be the best, but sometimes you do need skills obsolete. But this is the match starting right now. As you can see, I am running towards the stairs, strategizing how I'm going to do this. So what I do is I actively reload my hammer burst because it's such an accurate weapon, and I'm basically shooting people in the stairs, causing damage. And at the same time, I'm throwing smoke grenade so I can blind my enemies and see if I can flank them around. But as you can see, there's a person right there. And as you can see, I ran away because they already overwhelmed me. My partners couldn't hold it down, so they're basically a torque bow. So my strategy right here is to play defensively. But right here, I started to charge in for some reason. I don't even remember why. Oh, that's why, because I'm hammer bursting a guy in the corner and my partners are downing them. And that's helping me score more points faster. And as you can see, I downed the person. Now I am charging my turbo and boom, triple kill. So that's unbelievably lucky right there. I just find it really weird that they'll just really try to pick up the partner when they know I have turbo and I'm charging it. So I didn't understand their strategy right there. But anyway, guys, sometimes your skills have to be really good, or you could just be unbelievably lucky. You could face opponents that really suck, but I'm playing ranked match, and there are more tougher people at ranked match than there are social matches. But there is more people in social matches that take games less serious than they are in ranked match. So if you want to start off to practice to really, work your skill up, play social match. It's much easier, and there's bots, and there's chances for you to get, how should I say, you first place in any other way. So if you're trying to become first place or you try to be very competitive in ranked match, if you're new, don't start ranked match first. Please start off campaign or social match. So that's a great way to start. Another thing for you to get more points for you to become MVP is using pickup weapons, like the long shot, for example. You see in this clip. Now you can see is I'm taking advantage of this big boy rifle because not only that, it's so badass to get headshots with it. And another thing, guys, I like to say the long shot increases more points than any other weapon in the game, because when you get headshots, you get extra points for you to become an MVP. So you basically get more medals and more extra points scoring headshots than any other weapon. But don't get me wrong, there are other weapons to score headshots too, but the long shot is just the more efficient one, obviously, because it's a sniper rifle, and one bullet, it's one headshot basically if you hit it in the head. So that's another way. But another strategy to use a long shot is when you shoot someone in the body instead of the head, pull your pistol out so you could down the person immediately and finish him off. And that helps you get extra points. You guys remember when you guys basically down people, you get extra points. Another way is if you perform executions, that gives you extra points too. Another great way for you to become an MVP and score a lot of points is when you're the last person alive. That is literally the perfect time for you to score a lot of kills and for you to rack up your points so you get the MVP medal. And the reason why is because when you're the last person alive, you can strategize and get as much kills before anybody. So basically that means you could rack as much kills as you can, but it doesn't mean it's easy, because if everybody's going to attack you and target you all at the same time, then it just becomes really hard. But you being the last person alive gives you extra points, gives you some medals, and not only that, it's just you're just going to be able to get more kills than anybody else when you're the last person alive. So you being alive is really important, and some people don't realize how important it is to be alive. But a lot of people in this game are a big fan of dying, from what I experienced. And a lot of that has to do with weak strategies and people rushing in a lot. For example, like I remember like hearing people complain and think they could just rush in shotgun all the time against people using rifles. Look at this map, for example. You guys remember, did you see earlier me hammer-bursting people down the stairs? Or rifling people down, they're just coming towards me? I am taking advantage of that so I can get more points and to get more kills and win this match. And a lot of people don't understand that people don't play by the book. They'll literally do anything they can to survive and overwhelm their opponent. So I'm telling you right now, guys, using shotgun Asher is not always going to be the answer. There's many other ways around this. Another tip for you guys is you guys gotta control the map. You guys gotta have map control. For example, I don't see this a lot sometimes in some games. Like people just give up and let people control the power weapons and not hold angles or hold corners. As you guys can see, I'm gonna pick up the long shot in one piece. Nobody putting barely any effort, and now I'm just gonna rack up some kills and headshots. So map control is so important. That's why I told you guys earlier that pick a map and choose and vote a map that you feel really comfortable with. So that's like a very important tip right there. So you don't always want to join game modes where you feel like you just don't know the map that well unless you're working your way up to getting to know the map. But if people like, you know, you're playing against that vote other maps that prefer than the other, you have no choice to get used to the map that they chose and you gotta figure out ways for you to get used to it. But other than that, like if you have teammates and you can overwhelm people to vote for maps and you want, for example, like Blood Drive or Gridlock, then by all means do that. It's just a great tip right there. Unless you're absolutely getting tired playing the same map over and over again. But you playing a map you feel comfortable with, it's a great strategy for you to get, you know, really comfortable with and take advantage of weapons that you're very familiar with. Another way for you to rack up a lot of points is when, for example, if you rifle someone down and their partner's gonna pick them up, continue rifling that person, even though you might not be able to kill that person. If you keep downing the person, your points racks up even higher. So that gives you a bigger chance for you to become MVP. And a lot of people like been doing that for the longest notice that it's a lot of points when you're rifling, you know, the Lancer, the Hammerburst, or any other weapons. Another weapon that, you know, you have to get used to and really master, and this is the most weapon used in any Gears of War, is the Nashor Shotgun. I made a video and I'll leave a description below for you to get used to the Nashor Shotgun, but if you master that shotgun and you master wall bouncing, basically it will become so good, and you like out shotgunning people a lot is a huge advantage, and it's probably the most important tip right there in this game. So if you can master it using rifles and cornering maps and controlling maps and the Nashor Shotgun and mastering wall bouncing, you're going to become such a pro player or just an insane person. Like, guys, you guys exactly know what I'm talking about. Like, you guys see that a lot against pro players, but if you can master all those things, guys, I'm telling you, man, you guys gotta rack up so much kills, and you could get MVP awards a lot. And as you see in this clip, like I'm using the Hammerburst on Blood Drive because it's an absolutely powerful weapon in this map. Hammerburst is not always a good weapon to use on certain maps, in certain situations you're using, but in this map it is the best. And using the Hammerburst is going to help you down people much faster on Blood Drive and certain other maps. But use the Hammerburst all the time. Do not bother using the Lancer. The Hammerburst just dominates on this map, as you can see. You know, just rifling people down the stairs or rifling people coming towards me. This map is too out and open to use a Lancer. The Lancer is still more superior assault rifle, but not in this map. Not for this situation, guys. Back in the day, Gears of War 1 days, everybody had mics. Everybody took Gears of War very serious. And Gears of War 3 they did too, but it wasn't as much as Gears 1. That's what I really noticed. But I think the days where people communicate and use mics has really died in Gears of War a lot. Another thing is, if you're playing King of the Hill and you want to become MVP, it doesn't matter how much kills you get. If you don't control the hill as much as you can, you will not become MVP, because it doesn't matter how much kills you get. If you get the hill, you get a lot of points. For example, I remember like playing King of the Hill and I would get like so much kills, but none of that mattered when my teammates are constantly in the hill because there's so much points. So guys, if you're playing King of the Hill, you gotta get the hill a lot, and then you could try to get a lot of kills. But if you're just getting a lot of kills and not going the hill, you will not get MVP medals. But King the Hill can be very easy to get MVP rewards if you're constantly getting the hill. Another way for you to get MVP rewards is if you're constantly reviving your teammates. It's basically 75 points and it reaches you in the leaderboard. So reviving your teammates is good, but sometimes don't always pick them up when you can. Pick them up when you can, not when you can. So if you guys remember what I said, if you down somebody, you can constantly rifle them down. That's what's going to happen to you if you don't find a right way for you to pick up your teammates when they're down. So you got to pick up your teammates at the right time or when you feel comfortable, not when the enemies are using that towards their strategies. Now that you see the match end, guys, you see that I am 18-0 and I got so many downs and so many points. So I don't think those guys suck, but I definitely have to say they're struggling to really understand what to do in certain situations. Like I said earlier, if you guys like took account what all those things I say, I think you guys would become a better player in the long run, and you will score a lot of points and kills, and maybe you can become MVP. Yes, I like to say MVP is not easy to get because you will meet people that are better than you, or they're just lucky, or they take advantage of weapons and the maps. But if you do those things, guys, eventually we get MVP awards a lot. So eventually scoring your KDR and everything will be, you know, if you put your time, effort in this game, you'll get the things you want, guys. But if you enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up, and I hope I really helped you guys in the long run in this video. But if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and subscribe to my channel if you wish to see more content. But bye bye.